Good morning, job seekers, and welcome to Ohio Means Jobs, Lucas County Jobs in the 419. I'm Darlene White, and I'm the program manager, and with me today,
I'm Ron Jones. I'm the community outreach specialist at Ohio Means Jobs.
welcome to December.
It's already December.
As a matter of fact, I don't know if you've thought about this, but you have 29 days to work on your resolution for next year.
Wow. Only 29
Only
days.
29 more days.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Isn't that wild?
It is.
So perhaps it could be about, I'm not suggesting this, but it's about a job search.
Yeah, of
Okay,
course.
so for those job seekers out there who are looking for other jobs right now, 29 days goes by rather quickly.
It sure does.
And according to flexjobs.com, we're looking at guesstimates of time that it might take for someone to actually land a position. So suggested is 3 to 5 months.
3 to 5 months to find a job.
3 to 5 months. Now,
Wow.
some of those guesstimates are going to involve several things.
Yeah.
The local economy,
Right.
the type of job you're looking for, the
Yeah.
skill levels that you have,
Right.
and flexibility.
Yes.
Right? So for some individuals that come into the center on a routine basis, they're doing 2 applications a week.
Yeah, it's not enough.
No, it's not. Because it's going to take about, I would say, at least 10 to 20 applications before you might get an interview.
Right.
Possibly even more depending upon the time of the year.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And not to be, Darlene Downer here, but we're suggesting that you take some time to become, serious with your approach.
Right.
So there's going to be several things that you may have to do. One of them is definitely buckle down.
Yeah.
Make a list of your skill sets. Maybe you might even have to skill up, which means they might have to come in and take some assessments to determine their skill levels.
Yep.
And definitely think about flexibility, because when you're starting in a new position, now you currently could be employed, but if you currently are not employed, you might need to think about possibly 2 part-time jobs.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's the reality of the world we live in today.
It is. And so I think it's helpful if you'd go to this flexjobs.com, do a little bit of investigating, because there's other topics that I think are helpful for the job seekers we're seeing coming into the center, depending upon whether or not you feel that ageism is a factor in your job search, or whether or not you need to skill up.
Right.
And you may not have the resources to do that. Maybe we can point you in the right direction.
And there's lots of resources out there.
There are. But the other thing we want to say is, grab a partner here. We're career coaches. We want to be able to coach you on your journey to your next job. And it is a journey.
Yeah.
And I want people to feel comfortable knowing that they can grab a partner in the process and start building the network that's going to be necessary for your next opportunity.
That's right. I always tell people that we're here to support them, right? We're here to support them. And more than ever, you need support in your job search. You need some help.
Because there can be a lot of anxiety.
Yes.
And especially when people feel rejected.
Yeah.
And we all take it personally, right?
Right.
So this is an opportunity to kind of talk about that, reflect on it, and see what we can do different to increase your opportunities for the future.
Yeah.
So you've got some hot jobs there?
We do have some hot jobs. I think you were going to talk about this first one, which is very interesting.
Oh, yes. I think this is a great opportunity for the right person. It's a passenger conductor trainee. Now, if you've ever been on a train, it's a unique experience. And this is an opportunity for someone, if they're really interested, to be able to travel the train system from city to city. It doesn't go everywhere, but it does hit a lot of the major cities.
Right.
So I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. There's a variety of hours that are involved in this job, so you need to be available 24/7. Now, that might seem like a lot, but I'm sure there are some days off that you get on a routine basis, but that's just to let you know what an expectation might be, especially during holidays and things. But what you're primarily going to do is you're going to assist the conductor, and this is a very important job because you're watching people get on and off the train, making sure that they're moving in a safe manner, because trains are only so big. There's only one aisle down the middle. And so this way you're ensuring the safety of the passengers. And if things do come up, part of the job function is to be able to communicate. So you're going to be able to communicate with passengers, possibly back to the conductor or other safety personnel on the train in a timely manner. You're also going to make sure that you're able to get on and off. So there's going to be some requirements of, this travel that's
You mean like
involved.
physically get on and
Physically,
off?
and possibly physically help passengers get on and off, as well as loading bags and
Right.
boxes, because it's a little different than traveling on a plane.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
It says like safely ride the side of train equipment.
Yep.
You got to be able to get up there
Yep.
and be safe about it.
Yep. And while it's moving, you would move from one car to another,
Mhm.
so that you can check on the passengers and make sure people have the tickets that they need to have
Right.
while they're on that specific train. The other thing is that you need to be able to communicate professionally with people, because there's many different people that travel.
Yep.
And there's going to be some diversity.
Of course.
And so you got to be customer friendly.
Exactly.
Now, one of the things that they talk about here is having the ability to take initiative and possess some leadership skills. So this sounds like someone who can take charge.
Yeah.
Because in a given situation, you need to be able to stand up and interact and do the appropriate things. And then also, they're looking for someone who's got an attendance record that's satisfactory. So if you've been that person all through school that got awards for attendance, this might be you.
Yeah.
You might want to make application for this position.
Hey, you're working on a schedule. You can't be late.
Nope, you can't be late. And weather.
Mhm.
It's like the Postal Service.
Yep.
Rain, sleet, or snow.
Right.
You have to be there. And also, there could be a short notice.
Mhm.
I do know one thing that they did talk about was that you needed to be within your residential area, needed to be like 2 hours from the crew base.
Okay.
So there's probably different crew bases within, the different states. And high school diploma.
Okay.
Valid driver's license, they're looking at hourly rate of pay $24.38, and there's a comprehensive benefit package, with your health, dental, and vision, as well as a 401k. And then they even talk about public service loan forgiveness eligibility.
Yeah.
So if anyone out there is struggling with that student debt and seeking an employer that is applicable to student loan forgiveness, because not all are, this would definitely be an opportunity for you.
Right.
So
I think my favorite part of this, I really like this, right? It says 2 years of full-time verifiable work history or 2 years of full-time verifiable college work, or a combination of the two. So basically, if might be a really good job for someone who's a younger person who's just starting off their career, who might be interested in this kind of thing, because they're willing to take someone who only has 2 years of work history, or they just are coming out of college or something like that.
Yeah. So I guess this is where I say all aboard.
Yeah, all aboard. Okay, awesome. All right. Well, I'll take job number 2 here. So this one is for a local delivery driver, CDL A or B. Okay, they're seeking a delivery driver, CDL A or B. Drivers are responsible for the safe and efficient delivery of compressed gas cylinders, hard goods, and associated products, following computer-generated local route and customer locations.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're going to have to be unloading and loading these kinds of things at client sites. You need to be able to engage with customers, respond to their needs, answer questions. Customer service, right? They want someone who's good with customer service. You're going to be making an average of 10 to 12 stops per day while touching freight, completing paperwork, and providing excellent customer service. Accurately count and record the quantities of styles of product delivered and picked up. Complete hazardous material shipping orders, papers in accordance with DOT regulations. Conduct and report pre-trip and post-trip inspections. Identify need for timely vehicle repairs and or maintenance. That's super important, right? Because you want to be safe with this kind of stuff. You need to have at least 2 years consecutive driving experience, or have recently received a certification from an accredited truck driving school. Valid Class A or B CDL is required. So we have a lot of folks who get CDLs through various schools, right? So if you've got a certification from an accredited truck driving school, this might be a good opportunity. No accidents, license suspensions, or other moving violations in the last 2 years. No alcohol-related convictions within the last 10 years. You got to be able to pass a DOT physical, of course, which is just required for most CDL driving positions. You need to be able to read and write in English, and you need to have good organizational skills, right? I know that a lot of folks who do driving, they have to complete logs, they have to complete lots of paperwork and stuff like that. So they have local routes, right? So it's not no overtime or overnight routes. There's career growth opportunities, benefit packages, 401k retirement, employee discount programs, etc. So
Do they mention anything about a hazmat
they do, yeah.
endorsement?
It says current hazmat endorsement on CDL strongly preferred or ability to attain within 60 days of hire.
Oh, that's pretty
Yeah,
open.
yeah, for sure. And I know that a lot of our folks who go to CDL classes get that hazmat certification
Hmm.
as well.
Well, as a matter of fact, when they do attend the truck driving schools, they talk about all the, applicable endorsements that
Right,
are available and to consider getting some of those based on now this is where the job flexibility
right.
opens up when you're looking for employment.
Yes. Okay, let's talk about our third hot job.
Okay.
So we have a forklift operator in production. This is a full-time job, Monday through Friday. It's second shift. The job description says that you're supplying and maintaining a steady stream of materials from raw inventory storage to operators at a conveyor belt, moving excess stacks of skids to the trailer, banding stacks of excess boxes and moved to the trailer, adjusting end of row tags accordingly as materials are removed and raw inventory added back to the inventory. So basically, you're keeping up with organization,
Hmm.
making sure everything's labeled properly. You're also in charge of the general cleanliness of the work area throughout your shift, which is also very important. You can't have like debris when you're driving a forklift. That
Right.
stuff gets in the way and messes everything up. Accurately track materials pulled from raw material to production. Complete all of the duties as deemed necessary. So, um, this sounds like a pretty standard forklift operator position, right?
But have you noticed in the last several podcasts when we did talk about someone working like in the yard, we were talking
Yep.
about a lumber yard,
Hmm.
we were talking about loading and unloading trucks for another facility that needed the forklift operator to assist with production. There's more to it than the forklift,
Right.
right?
Of course.
So that organizational
Yep.
skill plus the ability to keep records and
Yes.
manage inventory.
Yeah, it says on here ability to write legibly on documentation and material, right? You got to be able to write and make it legible.
Yes, so other people can
So
read.
everyone, you got to be a team player.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, this looks like a good position. There's some physical demands on here, so you have to be able to lift at least up to 50 pounds. You have to have specific vision ability, so that you can visually identify products, and of course meet OSHA safety standards and things like that. Um, Says overtime sometimes is necessary, including the need to work as needed on various shifts and on unscheduled days. Right, you got to be flexible.
Do we have any WorkKeys data on that?
We do. Right here at the end, it says WorkKeys, Applied Math 4, Graphic Literacy 3, Workplace Documentation 3.
I want to bring up the WorkKeys
Of
again.
course.
Several months ago, we talked about people sitting down and taking the ACT
Yeah.
WorkKeys. Now, all jobs do have levels
Yeah.
that are necessary in these three content areas.
Right.
If you're thinking about making application for any of the jobs that we're representing on the labor exchange or the hot job list,
Hmm.
when you're going in to make application, you can actually scroll down and you can hit the WorkKeys requirements or what the recommended requirements are for the job. Now, what better way to impress a prospective employer than to have your ACT WorkKeys
Yeah.
and demonstrate if you're a bronze, silver, gold, or platinum
Right.
candidate.
Yeah. And we help you get that for free
Right,
right here at our
right.
office.
It's almost $100 value,
Yeah.
and it's good for 5 years.
So, in other words, hit us up. Let us know.
Hey, all you got
We
to
can
do is
get you
call.
this.
You just
Yeah.
got to call the
Just
front
give us a
desk and
call.
get scheduled. And usually we do the proctoring for those tests in the afternoon. But if you're not comfortable, you have test anxiety, it might be good to go inside of the Ohio Means jobs.ohio.gov
Yeah.
site and take the assessments that are in
Right.
there or pre-tests
Yeah,
that
there's
are there.
practice tests in there.
They are.
I think it's just like the regular test. I mean, obviously it's not the exact same
Right.
questions, but you just go in there and you take the tests and See how you do. You get a score right then as soon as you finish.
Yep. And if you need additional help, we have a curriculum that's available that we would need to enroll you into that you're able to then work through the levels yourself
Right.
and see how you quiz out before you actually sit for the test.
Right.
Okay, so
this next job also has a WorkKeys.
yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. So this is a supervisor's position for a service center, and it is a freight service center.
Okay.
So the candidate will analyze operational data to understand productivity, service, and quality targets within the freight distribution center. Candidate collaborates with the service center management team to develop action plans and to improve service level results and oversee staff within the department. So they are going to be supervising people. The job responsibilities would be that they're going to work with other managers to coordinate hiring and promotional opportunities. They're going to work with other managers to ensure adherence to labor agreements and address any types of grievances. They're going to participate in new hire orientation meetings and conduct safety and quality trainings. And they're going to determine the employee training needs and provide feedback and support. So it sounds to me like this is pretty hands-on in that area,
For sure.
as well as conduct performance evaluations and resolve individual and group performance issues. They're also going to build strong labor relations.
Yeah.
So depending upon what that work environment is like.
Yeah, and it says in here that it's a unionized, there's unionized employees, which means you're going to need to be familiar with working with unions and things like that.
Maybe labor law.
Right.
Yep. So the job requirements are going to be that you need to be a U.S. citizen or otherwise authorized to work in the U.S. And then have a high school diploma, a GED, or some international equivalent. Now, when they talk about the international equivalent, we had the opportunity to work with our international folks that have been coming in, and we have learned that when they're making entry into the States, that they're able to get their documents translated from wherever their homeland was into an English language to demonstrate like credit hours and the appropriate title of the course or the discipline that they were working in. So if anyone is out there that may not have that translation, you can contact us. We have some referrals in our community where we could, send you to in order to get that process started, because people no one wants to dismiss the education that someone was able to accomplish outside the United States.
Absolutely.
So we want to be able to give them credit for that. And then also have strong communication skills, bachelor's degree or internationally comparable degree preferred. Previous dock operations experience is preferred, as well as supervisory experience in the transportation industry. Now, this is a full-time job. The workday is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, so there must be some sort of flexibility in the schedule.
Yeah.
Pay is negotiable. Now, the WorkKeys requirements here are all 5s.
Okay.
So you're looking at a gold level certificate.
Yeah.
Can't make it up, folks.
Got to be good. Okay. You want to talk about some upcoming events?
Yeah, but you know what? We've got something happening like tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say. So today is December the 2nd.
Right.
Tomorrow, December the 3rd, Harbor is having a hiring event here at our office. Hopefully you're looking at the flyer right now on your screen. And that event is happening all day at our office. So 8:30 to 4:30. They're hiring for the vocational services team, looking for job developers, vocational CPSTs, vocational specialists, and job coaches. You can register ahead of time. Walk-ins are also welcome. There's a QR code up here, so hopefully you can scan that and get registered. So if you're interested in a career at Harbor, here's your opportunity.
And I would like to add that some of these job titles might be a little foreign to people, but these are great opportunities not only to help other people, right? But you're also going to be connected to the employers in our community.
Yeah.
And you're going to be able to understand a little bit about what's going on in our local economy here in Lucas County.
Right.
So I encourage people to go to harbor.org to then look at the positions that are open so
Mhm.
that you can see the job descriptions for
That's
these.
right.
Because you want to read through them and get a real feel for what the positions require. And you too may find that this could be a great future and a career choice for yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. And hey, maybe you get hired. We'll put you on this podcast.
That's
You
true.
never know. You're coming on the podcast. Okay, well, let's talk about some other stuff that's going on. Okay,
Okay.
so also in the next couple weeks, today, December 2nd, that's today, at Reynolds Branch Library, Reynolds Corner, I will be at the library from 1 p.m. till 5 p.m. On Wednesday the 4th, we've got Trio and Owens here. We've talked about them in the past. If you're interested in going to school, they'll be here to talk to you about that. Trio helps with, FAFSA. They help with grants and things like that to help you go to school, not just to Owens, but to other schools as well. Then on Thursday, December 5th, I will be back at Reynolds Branch Library from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Monday, December 9th, I will be at Kent Branch Library from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Wednesday, the 11th, Trio and Owens are back again. And Thursday, the 12th, I'm back at Kent Branch from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m.
It's hard to believe.
It's going by really fast.
It is.
I am, not ready for it. It's the holidays are upon us, and I'm not prepared. And we've got a lot more stuff going on too. There's a lot going on the rest of this month. We're going to have another episode later in December where we'll have a guest, which I'm really excited about. So everyone at home, look forward to that.
Yep, they're going to talk about the benefit bridge.
Yeah.
And that's some cool, exciting news in our community.
Yeah.
And looking forward to Lisa presenting on that.
Right. Yeah.
But I do want to add a couple things. So as we
Sure.
talked about this job search and the hot tip of the day,
Yeah.
people need to think about our workshops,
Yeah.
right?
Definitely.
Because as we mentioned support, we're here to support you. We have 3 orientations a week, and we do those on Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. So look at your screen, and you can see the dates and times for the orientations.
Right.
Then we have resume writing, soft skill development, and interviewing. So on Tuesday is the resume writing. Now, again, according to this flexjobs.com, they talk about the necessity of having a few different types of resumes and cover letters to go along with your resume. So this would be a great opportunity to slide in at 10:30 on a Tuesday to learn more about it. And then if you're looking to change directions, as it mentions, you got to assess your skill sets. The soft skills, we'll also touch on hard skills as well. But you need to take the time to slip into that workshop at 10:30 on Wednesday. So maybe you can make some adjustments and also take a look at maybe some transferable skills that you might have.
Yeah.
And then the cherry on top of the Sunday will be getting ready for the interview.
Right.
And so for people who've been out of work for a little while, it might be necessary to practice, because we've had some individuals recently that have been in positions 20, 25 years that never even crossed their mind to go out and interview, right? So we want to make sure that people understand how we're interviewing today, how businesses are interviewing, and then have them achieve some level of comfort in that process.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. And these are all really valuable workshops. Everyone should check these out. If you're looking for work, make some time, come to one of the workshops.
And when in doubt, just either call us at 419-213-5627 or just stop into the resource room at 3737 West Sylvania Avenue.
And check us out on social media.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, follow us. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. We're on all of those platforms. You can find us there. You can find the stuff that we're posting, information about what's happening, upcoming events, all kinds of stuff on there.
And you too can be on social media, which can help with your connection to building the relationship with other people, which might connect you to jobs.
That's right.
So thank you for your time today, and we look forward to seeing you again on the 16th.
Wow, the 16th. It's coming up quick.
Yeah.
All right, folks.
Good luck with your job search. Have a great week.
Bye.